And little Piper sitting pretty. And there's Denise.
There's a
Kylie
bird
gotta get over
somewhere.
here so I don't get an address. Kylie has today off.
And tomorrow.
Oh, and tomorrow, so she's gonna walk with us. All right, it's beautiful. Look at how the sun is out.
Yep.
Beautiful. Ooh, we gotta be quick because you're hiding. Can't see you. The other way. There you go.
Hold on, there's a car.
There's a car coming. Piper is a herder, so she. Oh,
Good girl.
She's a good girl. She didn't see it.
No.
Kylie finished a little bit early because Denise and her have some things they got to do, and so they wanted to let the puppy out.
So she wouldn't whine and cry forever.
And then Piper's getting a hairdo today.
Yep. I can't wait till Missy's old enough to go with us and not have to be in that. I'm not a crater. People put crates in, and they can, but I'm not. So I can't wait till the day that they're just lay in their bed.
And we'll both have dogs to walk.
Yes.
And Denise will have poop to pick up from both dogs. Because
Piper's going to start probably when she sees Missy doing it. Yeah.
And Sandy doesn't do that. Okay, on with our day. Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, April 13th. We don't have any birthdays today. As you can see, garbage day. Anyway, Kylie's school is doing testing, and not the grades that she's in, but she's in high school. She's in a special ed high school. Kylie has cognitive issues, and so she goes to special classes, and the classes are all mixed, but there's different degrees of impairity in their classes. So some of them do take tests and some of them don't. So the ones that don't take tests, which is Kylie, they have today and tomorrow off. So she was kind of happy that she could have. She doesn't sleep in. Well, Kylie's an early to bed, early to rise kind of a person. She goes to bed between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and then she wakes up between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. So she decided to go for a walk. She walked a mile with us, and then she went home to let the puppy out and play with it a little bit before Denise and her had some errands they had to run. But Denise walked a mile and a half. I walked my full 2 miles. It's beautiful out here. It's like 57 degrees. It's supposed to go up to 63 today. I love seeing all the spring flowers coming up. I wish I put some. I need to put some bulbs up in the fall for some spring flowers to pop up. What I want to do around my mailbox is to put like a little flower box around it. We've always had a flower box around our mailboxes, but for some reason Jim doesn't want to do it. But I think I'm going to try to convince him. I'm going to tell him that'd be my anniversary present this year, because I just think that put some regular bulbs that'll come up all year round, so that I don't have to like plant annuals in there. We had some beautiful carpet roses that we had in our other house. They just were gorgeous. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what I can talk them into. But anyway, don't really have any plans. I did call my doctor because where I went for that blood work yesterday is about 25 minutes from my house, and there's a lab that's next to Kroger's, which is like 3 minutes from my house. But so I called them this morning to see about, because I'm in the. It's weird because some of my doctors are in the Ascension system and some are in the Beaumont system, but this particular doctor I go to is the Beaumont, and this lab is an Ascension lab. But I called them and they said they still would do it if he sent the orders over. So I called my doctor to have him fax over some orders so that I'll just go tomorrow, because they're not sure what time today they'll get them in. So I'll just wait till tomorrow and go. My appointment's up for 2 weeks, so they'll give them plenty of time to get there. And then David wanted me to pick him up a credit card application at the credit union because he keeps forgetting. When he wanted to build up his credit out of high school, he opened up a secured credit card account where he had to put, I don't know how much money. He put, I think, $300 or $500 down so that he could have credit card. Well, he's built his credit up now. He's got excellent credit. So we want to close that account so he can get his deposit back and then open up another credit card that, it'll just give him a little bit more money in his pocket. But so I'm going to do that. And then for breakfast, I'm going to have a bowl of oatmeal. I have 5 strawberries left, so I'm going to have my 5 strawberries. And then my banana. And then I'm not going to eat a lunch because I think I need to just eat 2 meals a day. If I get hungry, I'll snack on something. I'm not going to starve, but, And then for dinner, Mary had come over the other day, and my favorite ham is honey baked ham. I love honey baked ham, which is very high in salt and sugar. I realize. But she brought me a couple slices of that. Probably maybe 2 or 3 ounces of it. Not a lot, just enough. So I think I'm going to have the ham with a salad with some cottage cheese and pineapple. I'm completely out of my blackberries and my raspberries, and once I finish those strawberries off, I'll be done with the strawberries. So I'm going to try this week just to see if I cut back a little bit on that. I'm not eliminating them because I had blackberries and raspberries on Sunday. I had strawberries. I'm going to have strawberries today. I didn't even have a banana yesterday. I avoided a banana yesterday. So I was thinking every other day I was going to have a banana. I don't like just eating a half of a banana because it kind of gets, even when I put it in a baggie or whatever, it gets kind of brown. So, and I don't like the smaller, I know it's probably just weird, but the smaller bananas to me taste different than the bigger bananas. I know it's the same banana, I know that. But I told you I have a wacky brain. My brain is so goofy, so I just think that I screwed up somewhere along the line as far as that goes with my thinking. But so if I just eat a banana every other day, I think I'll be doing better. And then and I drink a lot of tea, but I don't know if that's, I don't put anything in my tea. I drink it black. So I can't see that no matter how much tea I drink. I still drink probably 64 ounces of water in a day, which is my 8-ounce glasses. So I do drink that. Along with that, I probably drink another 64 ounces in tea in the day. The caffeine doesn't bother me, so I don't know. But trying to cut back a little bit on my tea, and then continue on with my walking. This is beautiful. It's supposed to be nice for the next couple days. They originally had predicted rain every day, but no, it's nice. It's just so nice. So today Jimmy's going to come by after work, and we're going to do a tag, which you probably have already seen by now. And then we're also going to do a I got to get Denise and Marianne on that. What do you call it? A Jamming with Jimmy. We're going to put that up tomorrow. We're going to put those up on Wednesday. So we're going to tape both videos today. And then I did make an appointment for Jim to figure out what's wrong with his surround sound system with Best Buy. Which I like with Best Buy is that they're really taking care of their workers, because I got an email. Well, they told me yesterday they were going to come between 7 and 1. And I says, if I get up at 7 and they don't come till 1, and he says, no, stay in bed, don't get up. He said, they'll text you or call you 15 minutes before they're going to come. So you'll have plenty of time to get up and get presentable, as he said. So I said, okay, that sounds good. So I did get an email this morning that they changed my window from 9 to 1. Actually, I got it during the night, so I was, because I stay up so late. I didn't go to bed till like 2:15 or something like that. I got up at 8:30. So I see a nap in the chair sometime today. Just nodding off. Not intentionally. It'll just happen. But anyway, I got an email from them, and they said when their worker comes, that we, as the customer, are required to wear a mask. Even though they'll have a mask on, but we are required to wear a mask. And if we choose not to wear a mask, they will not honor the appointment, and they'll just refund my money. And if we don't have a mask, they will provide a mask for us. So I like that they're worrying about their employees rather than their customers as far as the safety of their employees. So hopefully they come before Jim goes to work, because I don't understand any of that sound system. I don't really like a sound system. Jim likes it because it gives the full theater effect. I'd rather be in the theater. So we'll see how that works out. But anyway, for people that watched my video yesterday, the cartoon was from a TV show that I used to watch back in the 50s. My parents watched it, actually, but I watched it with them. It was the Jackie Gleason show. And they did a sketch which was called The Honeymooners. And it was Ralph and Alice Cramden. And it involved their neighbors, Ed and Trixie Norton. And Ed worked as a sewer worker, and Jackie Gleason's character was a bus driver. And whenever him and Alice would have an argument or something, he'd go, "To the moon, Alice, to the moon!" Back when it was politically correct. They didn't have such thing as politically correct back then. Not that he ever hit her or anything like that, but it was always the threat. So when they had the astronauts on the moon looking at the woman laying down, that was supposed to be Alice. But I do like sharing the cartoon. It makes my channel a little bit more lighthearted. I'm still going to fill you up with quotes because that's just what I do. I just love filling you in with quotes. I just love quotes. But anyway, I just wish that this variant would go away now. It's just everything's so scary. I'm still wearing my mask everywhere I go. I still try to stay distant from people. I just do my best. That's all I can do is do my best and try to stay clear just in case I'm carrying the virus, that I don't give it to somebody. But now they're saying you might need a booster. I don't have a problem with that. I don't, give me a booster. I don't care. You get a flu shot every year, I guess. What's the difference? So, anyway, I thought I was going to be able to watch my grandkids this summer because I usually watch them in the summer. I didn't last summer for obvious reasons, but I was thinking I was going to get them this summer, but they're going to go to day camp. The day camp that they're going to go, Danny was going to bring the boys out this way, but from his house to his work is 50 minutes. To come from his house to my house is 20 minutes. So he'd have to take 20 minutes extra to drive the boys and drop them off here, which by the time, got everything settled and everything would be a half an hour. And then he'd have to go another hour and a half to get back to work. So he's talking like a 2.5 hour trek every day. So, just one way. So he found a day camp. And Sophia might go to the same day camp because it's right by where Aaron works. And Christy works at Boston Market. So I was hoping I was going to see them a little bit, but I'll still see them. We're going to still be outside doing barbecues and things like that. Still staying distant. We're all vaccinated, so But like I said, just because you're vaccinated, you still got to be cautious, and that's what we're going to do. But anyway, trying to think. Can't think of any stories. Things just have to pop into my head, and nothing's popping. Anyway, if I think of something, I'll come back later on and pop in a story. But if not, I'm going to end the video now. I'll end it with a cartoon also. But if I think of a story, I'll pop in and tell you a story. And we'll go from there. Oh, you know what? There was this one couple that used to come into Montgomery Wards. They were the nicest people. And if you spent a lot of money at Montgomery Wards, you had a gold credit card. And my girlfriend was working at the same store I was at for the longest time, and then she was a manager. And then she got transferred to a different store, which was nearby. Not that far, but, nearby. And this couple would come in once a week, and they would spend, it was like their hobby time, I guess. They would go in the women's department first, and she would see all of these clothes, and she'd try on all these different clothes, and she'd, figure out what she wanted. She'd spend a good amount of time in there trying on different things. And then, morning.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I do a video, so I talk. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I know. I've been on the other side of the street for a while.
Oh, okay.
I did this side of the shop for a while, too.
Yeah, I miss seeing you on my walks.
Yeah, well, I'm back.
Good to know.
You well and all that?
Yeah, we're all doing well. We're all vaccinated. We're all
Good.
still staying our distances and stuff.
Okay. All right, I'm glad I stopped. I thought maybe you forgot the code or it wasn't working.
Oh! Yeah, that's easy to do at my age. That's definite.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, did you get a new bike?
No, it's the same one.
Oh, it looks a little different.
No, it's the same. I had it redone and all that, new
Oh,
tires and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope to see you around walking now. The weather's nice. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping, though.
Take care.
You too. He thought I couldn't get in the garage, so he was going to stop and help me. I don't know what he could have done to help, but he's the nicest man. He lives on the other side of the subdivision. I don't even know his name. I should have asked him his name. Anyway, he rides his bike. He's my age. Oh, you probably didn't see him. Oh, there's a robin. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Anyway, sorry. He's probably about my age, maybe a little bit older, but not much. But he rides his bike 5 miles every day when the weather's nice. But anyway, so these couples, they would come in, she'd spend like forever in the ladies' department. I know, I'm distracted. That's just who I am. But she'd try on all these clothes, and then he'd go in the men's department, and he'd try on all these different clothes. And then they'd go to the shoe department, and then they'd go to the jewelry department, and they probably spent close to $1,000. they'd leave. I'd call my friend Kathy. They were here. Look for them. They'll be there in the next couple days. And sure enough, 3-4 days later, they'd show up at her store and refund everything. And then the following week, they would go to their store and buy everything. And then Kathy would call me. Well, they were here. And then they'd come over to my store and they would buy everything. Or refund everything and then go and buy it. I'm quite sure they probably figured out a way. When you wanted to put the tags on it, there was we called it a ticket gun, and it was like a little thing with little things, and you put it through the hole of the ticket, and then you put it into the sleeve or the shirt, and that would be the ticket. I'm quite sure that they went out a lot, elaborately, and just dressed in the finest, and then repackaged it and returned it. We knew that, but it never it never smelled like perfume or cologne or anything like that. We were able to always just hang it back up because there was no damage done to it. But I really truly believe that they just were wearing them out just to feel like one of those people. When I got transferred to the Eastland store, there was this one girl that worked there. Her name was Rita. She was like their prized employee. She was always working. She was always volunteering. She was always right there whenever you needed somebody. And I worked there for probably 8 weeks. She worked 5 days a week. So that was 40 different outfits she wore. She never wore the same outfit twice. Never wore it twice. And always had her hair done perfectly, had her makeup done perfectly. And my friend that worked in the office the one day, I was telling her, I said, I don't know what Rita, she must be really good with her money, because I have never seen anybody that has so many clothes and looks so sharp, has her hair done, her nails done. She just always looks so sharp. How can she afford that? Because she was single. And she said, check your green receipts. And I go, what? She said, check your green receipts. When you did refunds, you did receipts, and the managers got the green receipts. The customer got the white receipt. It was a triple copy receipt. So the customer got the white copy. The manager got the green copy, and the yellow copy was filed for your department, so that for inventory purposes and stuff. You never looked at the yellow ones. The manager was supposed to look at the green ones on a weekly basis, but there were so many, and they just didn't. It was expected of you, but not required of you, I guess is a way to say it. So it was never a requirement. So people, every once in a while, you'd half-ass look at them to see what was going on. And so I just didn't think of it and everything. And a couple of days later, she said, I was complaining about my inventory because these particular suitcase luggage sets were going on sale, and my inventory showed that I had 35 sets, and I went to the stock room, and I only had three sets. So I was trying to deal with corporate on that, saying, well, my inventory, blah, 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 and all that, and they go, no, we show whatever and that. And so I was complaining to my friend in the office, check your green receipts. And I go, what are you talking about? I'm not saying anything, check your green receipts. So one day, on my lunch hour, I bought all the green receipts, and I noticed a pattern that there was a lot of refunds for the, luggage. Because one set of luggage was like $279. So, and it was a cash refund. So if you did a refund of a set of luggage, it showed in your inventory that you had another set of luggage. So I saw that, and I saw the pattern of that. So I pulled out all of the refunds for the luggage, matched up the clerk number, which she wasn't that smart because she used her own clerk number. And then I went into my other green receipts for the same day to see purchases that she made in other departments, which would be, well, I was the women's department, but she would buy some things in the men's department too, and then she'd buy like other things around. So I went through all the green receipts, and I started pulling them out and noticed a pattern of within $10 or $15 every time she did a refund on the luggage, she bought some shoes and some clothes and some lingerie. So I tracked all of this, went to security, gave them my proof, and so they did an investigation, and it followed her and watched her, and we caught her in the act of stealing. We added up all of the receipts from just like the year before, prior to I got there, up until the point I got there. And she had stolen over $10,000 in luggage returns, shoe returns, because then we looked a little deeper to see what, track her refunds and stuff. So obviously we took her to court. I went to court. Had to go there like 5 times because it kept recessing and what do you call it, extending and taking all of that stuff. And every time she came to court, she didn't have her hair done. She looked a hot mess. Wore the worst clothes ever. She just looked pathetic. And I kept going to court, and it was like I had to go downtown Detroit. It was like a ways to go. I had to go way downtown Detroit. And so I got down there every day. They finally found her guilty, and they suspended her sentence. They didn't charge her not one penny in repayment, and she got like a suspension. I think like a 90-day suspension or probation or something like that. And I thought, I wasted all this time going there because Montgomery Wards didn't want to pursue it because it would look bad. I'll tell you, after that, I really didn't have much faith that Montgomery Wards was going to stay in business. And I was right, because not a year later, gone, Montgomery Wards. And I do really believe it was because they had that kind of a lax attitude as far as their merchandise. So, all right, now I've talked for 20 minutes, and so we definitely know that this is the end of the video. So I'm going to end it now. I'll end it with a cartoon and a quote, and then I don't know, I might post this early so that you'll see this before you see the tag, but there will be a tag some point today. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe.